The conclave to elect the new pope, the new successor of St. Peter, is about to begin. Give me 5 minutes, and I will explain to you everything you need to know about the conclave, from beginning to end, every detail, including its preparation. So let's get started, before the cardinals get locked in, conclave, and we get locked out.
Extra omnes.
The conclave must begin between 15 and 20 days after the sede vacante, when the papal seat becomes vacant. During this time, preparations take place. Wooden platforms are installed to level the floor of the Sistine Chapel and to cover the marble floor. Tables and chairs are set up for the cardinals. A furnace is prepared with its corresponding chimney. Papal vestments of 3 different sizes are placed in the sacristy of the chapel. Everyone who will be present with the cardinals must keep secret what they see and hear in the conclave. For this reason, they must take a note before the camerlengo. From beginning to end, the conclave follows a liturgical ritual. It is presently celebrated in accordance to the Ordo Ritum Conclavis, Order of the Rite of the Conclave, written by Monsignor Piero Marini, Master of Pontifical Liturgical Celebrations of Pope John Paul II, and published in year 2000. On the day set for the start of the conclave in the morning, all the cardinals celebrate the Mass Pro Eligendo Papa for the election of the Pope in St. Peter's Basilica. The Dean of the College of Cardinals presides over the Mass. That same afternoon, the cardinals gather in the Pauline Chapel. From there, they process to the Sistine Chapel, singing the Litany of the Saints as they walk. First come the cardinal deacons, then the cardinal priests, and finally the cardinal bishops, in the order in which they were created cardinals. Upon arrival, they take their designated places, assigned by their rank and seniority within the college. Once all are inside, the hymn Veni Creator Spiritus is sung to invoke the Holy Spirit. Then, all the cardinals recite the oath. Next, each cardinal elector, according to precedence, takes the oath individually, saying in Latin, "And I, cardinal, name, promise, pledge, and swear." Placing his hand on the Gospels, he adds, "So help me God, and these holy Gospels which I touch with my hand."
Tego Georgius Marius, Cardinalis Bergoglio, Spondio Boveo Adjuro, sic me Deus adiuvet, et ac Sancta Dei Evangelia, que manum me atango.
Once all the cardinal electors have taken the oath, the Master of Liturgical Celebration says,
Extra omnes.
meaning everyone out. Everyone present who is not a cardinal elector leaves the Sistine Chapel. Then, the Master of Liturgical Celebration closes the chapel doors. The pontifical preacher delivers a meditation to the cardinal electors, reminding them of their responsibility and inviting them to consider only the good of the Church. After the meditation, the hymn Sub Tuum Presidium is sung, and voting begins. On the first day, only one vote is held. On subsequent days, 2 votes are held in the morning and 2 in the afternoon as needed. For the voting, the ceremonial officers distribute ballots to the cardinals. Urns are also placed in front of the altar of the chapel. The last of the cardinal deacons draws 3 names from this urn. These will be the scrutineers. Then he takes 3 more names. This will be the infirmari. Then the cardinals write the name of the person they choose on a ballot, fold it twice, and, one by one, proceed in front of the altar with their folded ballot. They say in Latin, "I call as my witness Christ the Lord, who will judge me, that I give my vote to the one whom before God I believe should be elected. They place the ballot on a plate and drop it into the urn with the icon of the Good Shepherd, designed by the Italian sculptor Cecco Buonanotte. A second urn is used to deposit the votes collected by the infirmary from those cardinals who needed to stay at their rooms in Sancta Marta out of illness. After all the ballots have been deposited, the first scrutineer mixes them. Immediately after, the last scrutineer counts them, visibly taking them one by one from the urn and placing them in another empty container. If the number of ballots does not match the number of electors, they are all burned and the second vote is held immediately. If the number matches, the scrutineers sit at a table before the altar. The first one opens a ballot, reads the name, and passes it to the second scrutineer. After verifying it, the second scrutineer passes it to the third one, who reads it aloud and records it. After writing down the name, the last scrutineer pierces the ballot with a needle and threads it for safekeeping. Once all ballots have been scrutinized, the scrutineers total the votes and record them on a separate sheet. Since the Third Lateran Council in 1179, to be elected Pope, a candidate must receive 2/3 of the votes. If no one receives this number, the ballots are moistened and burned to produce black smoke. This only happens after the second vote of the morning or afternoon. If someone does receive the required votes, the Master of Liturgical Celebrations and the Master of Ceremonies are called in. In their presence, the most senior Cardinal Bishop asks the chosen one if he accepts the election. If he accepts, he becomes Pope at the moment, unless he is not already a bishop, in which case he must be first ordained. Then he is asked what name he chooses.
Ioannis Paulus Primus.
After that, the new Pope goes to the sacristy to vest in the papal garments. Meanwhile, the ballots are burned dry to produce white smoke, announcing the election. The bells of St. Peter's Basilica are also tolled to confirm that we have a Pope. Now dressed, the new Pope returns to the chapel, where the passage from the Gospel in which Jesus gives the keys to Peter is read, and prayers are said for the Pope. Then, one by one, the cardinals approach the new Pope to show him their respect and obedience. Afterwards, the cardinals go to St. Peter's Basilica. From the central balcony, the protodeacon announces the election of the new Pope, saying, "I bring you great joy, we have a Pope."
Vobis Gaudium Magnum Habemus Papam.
Behind the processional cross, the new Pope steps out onto the balcony. The national anthems of the Vatican City and Italy are played. The Holy Father addresses those present and gives his first blessing, Urbi et Orbi.